And if I never make it, then at least I left to go try. At least I left to go try. At least I left to go try. At least I left to go try.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Luis Revelo Jr. back at it. It is Wednesday, hump day. This is usually the time of the week when people like to sleep in. People like to take it a little bit easy, go a little bit slower because it's the middle of the week. You're tired, you're already stressed out from Monday and Tuesday. You've already been through it. You've already argued with a bunch of people. You probably got cut off on traffic a couple times throughout the week already. Probably got into an argument with your coworkers or whatever. So this is the time of the week when people try to tend to kind of slow down, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep the energy up. Remember what I mentioned in the video in the past, intensity. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to keep the intensity up, and obviously it's leg day, so this is the day that most people take it easy. So we're not gonna take it easy. All right, guys, we're gonna start off with some leg extensions, warm up the legs a little bit. We're gonna do 3 sets of 25, and then we're gonna go into hamstring curls and then into squats. A lot of people jump straight into squats. For whatever reason, I feel stronger when I warm up with the hamstring curls, especially the hamstring curls and the leg extensions. So that's something that I switched up recently out of all my years of training. But so we're gonna start off with the 3 sets of 25, get the warm up in. And for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna be doing the summer shredding transformation competition. So if you guys don't know what that is, Christian Guzman, you know, Alphalete, Alpha Land, YouTube influencer, he started his own bodybuilding league. One of the categories in the competition is a transformation. And so it's for people who lose over 50 pounds. And by the time the competition starts and by the time I get to my goal weight, I will have lost around 70 to 75 pounds. It's more for people who did a long transformation, right? So I'm gonna join the competition. It's gonna be in Houston, Texas in October. And it coincides with what I'm already trying to do for my boxing, because I gotta lose weight for boxing anyway. And that's the time that I was planning on fighting anyway, October, November, December, somewhere around those dates. So getting ready for this competition is gonna help me get ready in the sense for boxing by losing the weight and just, doing something, competing, pushing myself in the gym to kind of hold myself accountable. I'm mainly doing it to hold myself accountable and have a set date. I found that over the years, when you don't have a set date for something, or if you're not working for something, like a competition or something, it's very difficult to really tap in, to really lock in, because you don't have a deadline. If you don't have a deadline, you tend to take it easy, you tend to slack off, you tend to take a little longer than you should because you're not in a rush. There's no sense of urgency, there's no deadline, there's no big day where you're gonna perform, and so you tend to slack. And so I'm just kind of doing this because Christian is one of the people that has inspired me the most throughout my life as far as influencers on YouTube and stuff like that. And I've been watching his journey since 2013. It's been a decade already. It's been crazy to see his transformation and everything he's accomplished in the last 10 years. And it's just inspired me to do better and be better. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill this competition and we're gonna do our best to, even if I don't win, it doesn't matter because this is a personal journey for me. So we're gonna go ahead and document the entire process. And yeah, man, hopefully we get the W. We're gonna try, but I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are also going through a similar journey, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, long story short, I'll be in Texas in October. Houston, to be specific. All right, guys, there it is. I just submitted my payment for my submission to the 2023 Summer Shredding Classic in Houston, Texas. All right, guys, now we're going into our hamstring curls. Seated hamstring, you can do lying or seated, but want to warm up the hamstrings as well. Kind of get both front, quads, and hams nice and warm before we get into squats. I'm not going super heavy on these. I'm doing high reps, 25, 20 reps. This one we're gonna do 5 sets. So we're gonna do 25, 20, 20, 15, 10. Get the blood pumping, get the legs warm. Some people like to warm up doing band-aid exercises and stuff like that, which is cool, that works too. But I like to warm up with the actual exercises that I'm gonna be doing throughout the workout. So listen guys, building a great physique is not difficult. It's just difficult, if that makes sense. Like the process to getting the physique that you want is not necessarily complicated. It's literally just hitting your macros, doing some sort of hypertrophy training, and staying consistent over a long period of time. The difficulty comes in that staying consistent part, in that being consistent with your diet, being consistent with your training, being consistent with weighing yourself and doing the little things that get you there. It's not even hard. Think about that. Like the fact that people think that that's hard, just tracking your food. When you really sit and break it down, like it's not hard to do. It's just inconvenient for some people. People just choose not to do it because they're like, oh, I don't want to weigh my food. I don't want to live like that. Well, then you're not going to be shredded. You know, you don't deserve to be shredded because you don't want to do the work. I don't want to go to the gym every day. You don't have to train every single day in the gym to have a great physique. Like I know some people who train 3 days a week, like Greg O'Gallagher. He does intermittent fasting and then he does a push-pull legs type of exercise three days a week. I used to be on this program and it works. Any program will work. All of these programs that people come up with, they all work. It's just you have to find one that fits you, one that you like to do, one that you enjoy doing, and one that you can stick to long term, because that's what's gonna ensure that you succeed. If you're doing a program that you hate and that you dread, you're never going to achieve your goals, because you have to love it. You have to have fun with it. It has to be something that you enjoy doing. Otherwise, you're gonna stop doing it, you know, or you only do it for that set amount of time that you have in your head, and then you'll never do it again. So you don't want it to be like that. That's why I don't like calling it a diet, or I don't like calling it like a training camp, because for me, it's a lifestyle. Like I will never stop doing this. I will never stop unless I'm like dead or like, God forbid something happens to me where I can't come to the gym. But other than that, I'm gonna be here every single day for the rest of my life. Some sort of exercise, whether it's walking, running, weight training, whatever. But this is a lifestyle. This is a mindset. This is not a simple workout and exercise routine. A dream without a deadline is just that. It's just a dream. The reason why so many times in life we don't accomplish certain goals that we set out for ourselves is because we think we have time. We think we have forever to accomplish that dream. We don't put a deadline on it, so therefore we procrastinate. And like my mentor Miguel Aguilar says, procrastination is death. If you want to be successful, if you want forward progress in life, if you want to move forward and continue to grow as a person, you have to have deadlines with all of your goals. You have to have a target in mind for when you want to accomplish a goal. Even if you don't accomplish it by that date, at least you have a timeline in your head where you can attempt to accomplish it by that time. But if you don't have anything set, if you don't have any sort of timeline, you're going to procrastinate. So I did a thing. I signed up for summer shredding competition in Houston, Texas in October. I'm in the transformation category. So it's not necessarily a bodybuilding competition. It's more of a transformation competition to see like who had the best transformation type of thing, right? And the reason why I did this, I've been having this in my head for a long time, but I never did it. You know, I had signed up in the past, but I didn't follow through. But now, with all the work that I've done on myself over the past year, I have a completely different mindset. I have a totally different work ethic. So now I truly believe and I know that I'm going to be one of the best transformations in that competition. So the reason why I signed up is not only because I've been feeling it in my heart and in my mind that it's something that I needed to do, but also because it sets a deadline for me. There's a solid, specific date that I need to accomplish my goal by. Okay, so it puts a little bit of pressure on you, and that's the reason why people don't like deadlines, because it puts pressure on you. And a lot of people don't like pressure. They don't like the pressure of having something due, right? That's why a lot of people don't like school. That's the reason why I didn't like school for a long time. But you know what? On top of doing this summer shredding competition, I'm also gonna be going back to school to get my degree in accounting, and I'm gonna become a certified financial planner. Now, do I need the degree, guys? No, I don't. I'm already well off. I'm already successful. I don't need a degree to be successful. I built a successful company over the last 10 years without a college degree. But I'm going back to school because it's something that I feel God has put on my heart, and it's something that I've been thinking about for years that I've always put off because I didn't want to do the work. I don't like having deadlines because then it puts pressure on me. I didn't like it. Now I do. Now I embrace it. Now I have a different mindset, so I know I can get it done, and I know I have the discipline to get it done, where in the past I didn't. And so I want to go back to school because no one in my family ever graduated from college. No one in my family has ever gotten a college degree, and I want to be the person to change that in my family. I want to be the first person to set the tone, set a new standard for my family. And I'm not saying that you have to go to college to get a degree in order to be successful, because you don't. But this is just something that I have in my heart that I want to do for myself and for my family. I want to set an example for my future kids, my son right now, my future kids, and all of you who follow me who want to be athletes and want to do this and do that. I want to show you guys that it's possible to not only accomplish your dreams or whatever that is outside of school, but also complete and get your education. And get your education in something that you're gonna use. The reason why I wanna become a certified financial planner, because I love finance, I love accounting, I love numbers, I love working with numbers and money. That's just, it's been wired in me since I was a little kid. I've always had that in my head, but like I've said, I didn't want to do the work. I didn't wanna have to take all my generals over. I didn't wanna have to, write essays and turn in assignments and have homework and do all this stuff, pay for college tuition. Like, I didn't wanna do all that. But now I just feel like I have to. I feel like I have to for me, just because it's constantly in the back of my head, the same way that becoming a professional boxer and having my first fight has also been in the back of my head, the same way that making these YouTube videos and these motivational videos was in the back of my head all these years, and I just kept putting it off. And then once I actually started doing it, things just started moving. Like 3 months ago, I was under 10K followers. We're only 3 months into the new year and I'm already over 60. And that's just because I started putting out my content. I started actually going hard with my content, actually, posting every day, consistently, and pushing it and promoting myself. For a long time, I didn't want to promote myself. I felt like that was egotistical. I felt like, what are my friends gonna think about me? Like, who is this guy thinking, he's making these motivational talks? Who does he think he is? Like, blah, 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 blah. All these thoughts held me back for so many years. And the one thing that I didn't want to do for so many years is the one thing that made me go viral. A video of me speaking, just speaking from the heart, speaking what was on my mind, went viral. I always thought it was gonna be music. I always thought it was gonna be a music video or a song that made me go viral, but it was a video of me speaking. And it was the one thing that I had been putting off for years. The one thing that I didn't want to do was the thing that made me go viral. You guys comprehend that? So whatever it is that you're putting off in your life is probably the thing that's going to bring you the most success. And so for that reason, I'm joining this competition. For that reason, I'm going to end up getting my degree. For that reason, I'm going to turn pro in boxing. Now, does that mean that I want to be a world champion or anything like that? Probably not. My goal is to be a pro athlete. That's my dream. Whatever comes from that is extra. The same thing with my degree. My goal is to get the degree because I genuinely, boxing I can only do for so long. I can only do until maybe 35 if I take care of myself, maybe 40. But I really don't want to be doing that by the time I'm 40. And this financial planning, this career in finance, if I would have started when I was 19, I would have been done already. I would have had my degree already. I would have had my certification already. So my whole point is time is gonna pass you by anyway. So if I start now, hopefully I'll be done by the time before I'm 35, and I'll have the next, God willing, 50, 60 years to, after boxing, after all this stuff, to use those skills and help people and continue to do what I love to do. So anyways, with that being said, guys, hope you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with somebody that needs the inspiration, and let's keep the momentum going, guys. It's Wednesday, it's March. We're already almost done with the first quarter, going towards the second quarter of the year. Come on, guys, step it up. If you haven't been sticking to your goals, get back on it. Don't feel discouraged. Don't put yourself down. Don't quit. Just tomorrow, wake up and get back on the horse. Get back focused on your goals, and let's get to it. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it, but you gotta be disciplined. So we'll see y'all in the next one.